Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis back with another one, with another heavy hitter banger with yet another video. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure your notifications are turned on, share the content, and comment down below. We talking about them Los Angeles full clips. That's right. Shout out to Layla. We talking about them LA full clips. They win 120-105 over the Houston Rockets, and they've won their 6th straight game. The Clippers are slowly rounding themselves into playoff form, and I told you guys that the Clippers have not played their best basketball just yet. They are rounding into form, and they still have another level to get to. I'm telling you. The issues were, yes, they allowed 5 different teams to score 140 points throughout this season. Yes, the Clippers were not playing their best brand of basketball defensively. But I've always said this because the Clippers were getting too much hype, right? Guys have been they've already had 28 different starting lineups this year. And despite all that, they were only 3 games out by the All-Star break, or I believe it was 2.5 to the Lakers. With all of that going on. But guess what? Here's a stat that I'm going to put out for you. When the Clippers are fully healthy, not only with Kawhi, Paul George, but I'm talking about Patrick Beverley, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Will, when everybody is healthy, they are 10-0. They have a point differential of 13.8. That's better than what Milwaukee's been doing all season. And remember, the Lakers had a head start. So I give the Lakers a lot of credit for them to be able getting their chemistry set from the beginning. But they had a head start. The Clippers are starting to get their chemistry going right now through their 6 straight wins. And I just told you, when they're fully healthy, 10-0 with a 13.8 point differential, that would be best in the NBA. And here's another thing. 7 out of the 10 teams that they've beaten are playoff contenders. So 70% of their wins, 7 out of their 10 victories, have been against playoff teams. So for people who are saying that the Clippers are overrated, it was shown throughout the season. But you want to play your best basketball at what time, ladies and gentlemen? Through this stretch run, because everybody knows that the dog days of March are known as a stretch run for the NBA playoffs. And the Clippers could have not found a better time to start playing their best basketball right now. And remember, Kawhi Leonard kind of called out his team after they lost to the Sacramento Kings for their 3rd straight loss. And he said, we need to pick it up, that our time to play basketball is now. We need to, stop messing around. It's time now. I know people were kind of messing around going into the All-Star break. And I'm like, yo, y'all had a week off. Y'all should be more ready. You lost to the Kings. It's been a wake-up call. And look, they beat in the Thunder and they beat the Rockets. The same team that people were going about, watch. You already know what they're going to say. Oh, but the Rockets, they beat the Clippers earlier in the season. We're in March and the Clippers beat them now. So what's the excuse? I mean, at this point, it just pretty much sounds like you're going to just be hating on the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't care if you don't like them, but it's like, again, there's just people who can't even prove their biasness, man. They will tell you their objective right in your face, and they're clearly biased as hell, and they don't like the player. They don't even like the team. This is going to be a difficult call because we have the narrative for the Lakers, but then you have what the Clippers have built under Jerry West and under that billionaire owner in Steve Ballmer. I just think, in my opinion, the Clippers have the better culture. I know that there were rumors about Harold because he is with Clutch Sports, and Doc Rivers kind of called him out and trying to stop with these locker room issues, that trying to put everything out into the public. But remember, you're not always going to get along with your teammates. What matters is you get them focused and the locker room stays together when it's about winning. If you put yourself before winning, that means you don't care about the team. You care about yourself. You are more about individual goals than you are about the team success. Because remember, you get an individual hardware for team success. It's about that championship ring, because everybody individually is getting the hardware for what the team accomplished. That's what it's about. It's about winning. I mean, so I like where the Clippers are right now. And they're going to continue to, I think, get better. And as long as they stay injury-free, because, Nick Wright is praying. I mean, he was making excuses for the Rockets, basically saying that, well, they just missed threes. It wasn't just that. The Clippers were contesting their 3-point shots. I'm telling you, Houston's formula is not going to win a championship. It's not going to win. James Harden, ever since calling out Giannis Antetokounmpo, is 7 for 46 from the three-point line because of the MVP. And I'm telling you where James Harden's mind is at. He cares about individual brilliance rather than team success that's going to individually give him a hardware, which is that ring. I thought we played this game to win championships. This just tells you, man, this is the same James Harden that was out partying the minute after the Miami Heat won the NBA championship. It just told you James Harden, not only was he young, not only was he immature, but his mind wasn't about winning at that time. And it's still showing right now. He's obviously evolved, but I would have to see it in the playoffs. I just don't, like I said, I don't think. And then it's like when you hear Daryl Morey talk about how they're unfairly criticized. Are you kidding me? This is why Daryl Morey needs to get fired. That's why he needs to get fired. It's crazy how you have a sensitive two guard in James Harden, and it even goes into the front office with Daryl Morey, a sensitive GM. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But the Los Angeles Clippers, ladies and gentlemen, by winning 120 to 105, dumb dudes are rounding into shape. And it's going to be exciting to see. And this is why I said that it's crucial for the Lakers this season. Because next year, they're not going to get that same opportunity. It's going to be even that much more difficult for that guy who, quote unquote, says he's chasing the ghost. When he said the legacy was set and that championship rings don't always matter. Yeah, okay. Tell that to Charles Barkley, who still is bitter about not winning a championship, and when everybody reminds him about it. Yeah, sure. That's right. The thing is, you can make that claim because you got rings. You got 3 of them. But yeah. And besides, you don't think if somebody went to the finals 9 times, you don't think that they would have loved to win multiple rings, not just one? Jerry West was 1-8 in the finals. He only has 1 ring. He'd be the first to tell you he wished he would have won more rings, but was only able to get 1. It doesn't matter how many times you get there. It's how many times you won. That's what matters. You cannot be the greatest of all time with a 3-6 finals record, aka 3 for 9. In 9 attempts, you've gotten 3 rings. That means you're winning a championship every 3 years. Then on top of that, you've played 17 seasons. You're about to complete that. And then next year will be your 18th. And just imagine if you don't win a championship this year or next year. That means that you're winning one championship every 6 years. That ratio still puts you at 33%. 1 of 6 would be 16.7. But what I'm saying is 6 for 18. If you do the equivalent fraction, that would be 1 out of 3 anyway. If you put it in its most simplest form, that still puts you at 33%. And 1 out of 6 is 16.7. So, 16.66667, you get the drift. My point is, that's not a great percentage. So you can't sit here and tell me that you're the greatest of all time with that kind of record. No way. You're lucky to even be in my top 10. Even though I said I wasn't going to rank players, but at the time I had it. So the Los Angeles Clippers are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do you trust Paul George? No. Do you know about Lou Will playing better at home than he is on the road? Because Lou Williams plays better on the road than he does at home. So those question marks are going to be there. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to get out of Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is going to be the question because he fades. And Paul George he's not really been playing like that great since the All-Star break, but it hasn't wavered from his defense. And like I said, he has Kawhi Leonard, so he really has to just pretty much be able to, he's pretty much going to be the Scottie Pippen of this team to the Kawhi Jordan. So it's going to be Paul Pippen to Kawhi Jordan. That's how it's going to be. But like I told y'all, ladies and gentlemen, the Clippers are coming. They're coming. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is your boy Lewis back with another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, live, laugh, love. Thank y'all for watching.